Hey, what's up, Eldon?
Well, I'll tell you what's not up. My popularity. Saskatchewan, they hate me.
Well, the media has quoted you as saying that Saskatchewan is flat and boring.
That was taken totally out of context.
It was a direct quote.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, we've got to figure out a way to get Saskatchewan to love me.
But we're in Saskatchewan right now. You are still the producer of the show, right?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Eldon, Saskatchewan is a really fascinating place.
It says here that they make houses out of straws in Saskatchewan.
Houses out of...
Straws! Now go find out how they do that. And I vow, when elected, I'm going to build millions of straw houses for the people of Saskatchewan. Ha-ha!
If you say so.
I do say so go to it, sister. Oh.
Welcome to CG Kids, where we're going on a cross-Canada adventure to every capital city in the country.
Today we're in the Queen City, Regina, the capital of Saskatchewan.
We are going to visit the Eco Center at the Craig Sustainable Living Project.
And get a taste of what it's like to be an RCMP cadet at the only Royal Canadian Mounted Police training facility in Canada.
Then we'll take part in the annual Goose Roundup at the Wascana Center, one of the largest completely man-made urban parks in North America.
You're in for some goose chasing, obstacle course running, compost toilet raking fun.
All on this episode of CG Kids.
Geographic Kids.
This is Wascana Creek in Regina, Saskatchewan. Before European settlement, it was a buffalo hunting ground renowned for its gigantic pile of bones.
Cree hunters believed that buffalo would not leave the bones of other dead buffalo, so they stacked a pile of buffalo bones 2 meters high and 12 meters in diameter. This, they believed, would ensure future successful buffalo hunts.
The Cree named the area Oskana Kanasateki, the bones that are piled together, and later, the Europeans called it Pile o' Bones.
In 1883, Pile o' Bones became the capital of the Northwest Territories and was renamed Regina after Queen Victoria. Regina comes from the Latin word regina, which means queen.
Regina became the capital city of the newly created province of Saskatchewan in 1905. It has remained the only capital city in Canada without a significant water source. Instead, Regina gained prominence because of the railway.
According to Eldon, this is the place where there's supposed to be a building made of straw.
This doesn't look like straw to me.
It is straw bales. Come on, we'll show you. Hey guys, this is Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, how are you? Welcome.
Hey, Glenn.
Well, welcome to the Craig Sustainable Living Project Eco Center. I'd like you to have a look through the truth window and you can see how these walls were made. They're made of tightly packed straw bales and they're stucco on the inside and on the outside, so it fully encases the wall, makes them very fireproof, and the bales themselves make for great insulation against the cold in the wintertime. They're very inexpensive, and of course it's a great building material for the prairies where we have lots of straw bales.
So how many bales of straw does it take to build a building like this?
Well, Kat, we used about 1,700 Durham straw bales.
Wow.
All the beams and the posts, such as this one, are very, very special because they've been recycled from old grain elevators that were demolished a few years ago.
So what would normally happen to these old beams?
Well, it was a real waste because they used to break them into pieces and burn them or put them in a landfill or bury them, if you can believe that.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
They are.
But what's really cool is the floor. It's part of an in-ground heating system. There are pipes underneath the floor and the pipes are filled with hot water. And so the hot water travels underneath the floor, keeping it warm.
And what about the ceiling?
The ceiling has recycled newspaper in it. It helps with insulation.
So where does the building get the water from? Town?
No, actually, we take rainwater and we purify it. Come on, I'll show you. Okay, so in here, this is where we do some of our water treatments. We start off by taking rainwater or water from a reservoir, and we store it in a tank that's buried outside. The water is then taken into these 3 plastic tubes. It's taken through ozone gas, sand, and carbon to help purify it.
And then you can drink it?
No, not quite. Then it goes downstairs into a tank again, and it goes through an ultraviolet light to kill any pathogens, and also through a reverse osmosis system.
Then we can drink it.
Yes.
Oh, good, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go use the composting toilet. Doing my part for Mother Earth. I'm gonna save 13 liters of water in every flush.
On average, everyone flushes the toilet 5 times a day. At an average of 16.5 liters of water per flush, 30,112.5 liters of water is wasted every year by just one person.
Ooh, so here we are in the bowels of the Eco Center.
These are where the toilets compost their waste.
I thought it would stink down here, but I can't smell anything. How come?
It's because there's an exhaust fan and it pumps the odors out of the building.
Oh, and now I see 1, 2, 3 different bins. What are they?
This one here is where the liquid goes, and these 2 here are solids.
So that's number 1, and those are number 2s.
Yeah. The waste comes down those pipes and it travels into the composting bins, and it's separated to liquids and solids. And then there's wood chips added, and the sprinkler systems keep it moist. And once in a while it has to be raked. And there's also red wigglers in the composting bins.
Oh, and they like eat it up and help it compost?
Yes. Once in a while it has to be raked. Sit.
Me.
Get to it, Sid.
I'm not scared.
What? What do I do?
So I put these gloves on?
Come in there.
Doing it for the environment.
I don't see any red wrigglers. Where are they?
That's because they're hiding. They don't like the light.
Oh, sorry guys.
Good job, you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, you guys did awesome.
It's a poopy job, but somebody's got to do it. In contrast to popular belief, Saskatchewan is not just prairie. Only 1/3 is farmland and prairie, while a full half is covered by forest. Another 1/8 is fresh water.
This is the perfect place to ask today's triviography question.
Today's question is, what is grain pickling? Here's a hint. It's not a Saskatchewan delicacy.
Nothing like pickled grain.
And it's not some kind of prairie insect.
Ouch! It's one of those grain picklers. Well, it is grain pickling season. Ow! Man, they're nasty this year.
So what does grain pickling mean?
We'll let you know later in the show.
Okay, little chimney on that thing, just... Who would want to make a house out of straws? This is the most ridiculous idea I have ever seen.
Alden.
Yeah, I mean, the best idea I have ever... Oh, those people in Saskatchewan are so clever. You can quote me on that. Oh, it's you. I thought it was reporters.
You realize the buildings at the Craig Eco Center are made of straw bales, not drinking straws.
Yes, I knew that because I was actually just practicing my aim.
Nice shot, Alden. You ever considered joining the Royal Canadian Mounted Police? Regina has the only RCMP cadet training facility in Canada, you know.
The RCMP. Everyone in Saskatchewan would love me if I was the head of the RCMP. Well, I'm glad I thought of it. People of Saskatchewan, I know you would like me to be your king, but I am satisfied just being the big boss of the RCMP. Okay, whoa, settle down. I will also be the king of Saskatchewan. You're twisting my rubber arm.
The King of Saskatchewan? What happened to Prime Minister of Canada?
Oh, stop thinking so small. Now go to the RCMP. You look great in those little red coats.
What are you talking about? We're not a part of the RCMP.
Oh, I enrolled you in basic training. So have fun.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police have a long history in Regina. Originally called the Northwest Mounted Police, Regina was their headquarters from 1882 all the way to 1920.
And in 1920, the headquarters was moved from Regina to Ottawa and became responsible for enforcing federal laws from the Atlantic to the Pacific. And in line with their new role, they were renamed the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
And the tradition continues. For nearly 120 years, Regina has been training members of our federal police force.
All right, cadets, down to the drill hall. Double time.
I'll get you, Eldon.
Each year, roughly 10,000 Canadians apply to join the RCMP. Only a small percentage is accepted.
Set at ease. Attention. Now, eyes straight ahead, nice and professional, you understand? If you mess something up, we'll do it again, but you don't get to giggle. This is all about professionalism. All right, steady up. Stand up, nice and tall. Quit shaking your body. Get your eyes straight ahead. Push your thumbs down behind the seams of your trousers. Stand at ease. Attention. Now, we're gonna march. I'm gonna say by the right, quick, march. As soon as you hear the word march, you step forward with your left foot. But when I say troop, halt. You're gonna hear it on your left foot, and I want you to count 1, 1, 2, and stop. So what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna hear troop, halt. You're gonna do 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. As soon as you hear halt, the next pace, 1, 1, 2. Questions? No? Okay, steady up. March! F-I, 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 A. F-I, 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 A. Troop! Halt! 1, 1, 2. About turn! 1, 2, 3, 1. Quick march! F-I, 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 A. Troop! Halt! 1, 1, 2. Okay, you don't get to move around while you're standing at attention. You don't get to move around unless I tell you to. Okay, back up. Right here, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. By the left. Quick march! F-I, 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 A. F-I, 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 A. F-I, 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 A.
All right, cadets, let's get you warmed up so you don't get hurt so early in training, all right?
Right.
We'll do alternating lunges. Okay, on your left foot, back and forth, go. It's not a dance, get it right, let's go. All right, feet together, sideways. A little faster. All right, I'm ready, are you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, climb that fence, let's go.
Sarge, I think I'm stuck. Can we call the fire department?
No. All right, you go. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
Wait for me, Sid!
All right, looks like you have a chance to catch him. Make it happen. Let's go. Last obstacle. Do it right. Let's go. Nicely done. Same thing. Look at that. Nice. There we go.
We did it!
All right, it's all nice celebrating, but there's work to be done. Let's go back to training.
Yes, Arch.
23 more weeks and we'll be friends.
I want my pillow now.
Do you realize that we have weeks more of this?
I can't take any more. Let's make a run for it.
Deal!
Cadet Sid, Cadet Cat, where are you? Cadet Sid, Cadet Cat.
Well, I wonder how Cat and Sid are enjoying basic training. I love my job. Back so soon.
Eldon, I don't think you could handle cadet training. You should see the level of fitness and discipline.
You don't think I'm fit? Don't think I'm disciplined? Well, I'll show you. I'm going to do 50 curls. You just watch this. Oh! Okay. Ow. 28, 32, 50.
You didn't even do one.
Yes, I did. I just did it under the desk just now.
Eldon.
Okay, fine. I don't need to be an RCMP anyway. And besides, I just found out someone is kidnapping Canada geese. And I'm going to find out who. I will be a hero in Saskatchewan. Actually, I'm calling a press conference right now.
This is Wascana Lake, a completely man-made lake built in 1883.
It was originally built as a watering hole for livestock because Regina didn't have an adequate water supply. But soon enough, residents started using it as a place for recreation.
And in 1931, the city deepened the lake using the excavated earth to build 2 man-made islands.
Fact, every tree, every blade of grass, every island in Wascana was man-made and created. In 1956, the eastern portion of Wascana Lake was declared a federal migratory bird sanctuary, where more than 115 species of birds stop over during migration.
We're with Wascana Park's assistant park naturalist, Julia and Jared. Hey guys.
Hi. So I've got a question for you. This is a man-made park, but a bird sanctuary as well. What's up with that?
Well, this is a great habitat for birds. We have over 50 species that nest here annually.
This is also a safe place for them to be. There aren't very many natural predators that live here, so it's very, very safe for them to thrive here.
Big mouth. Oh.
We have over 500 nesting pair of Canada geese.
What do you do when they get too plentiful?
When they get too plentiful, we take them, we round them up, about 1,000 of them every year. We take them and we put them in crates and we ship them somewhere else in Saskatchewan.
Wow.
And do you have any that return home or any that come back?
Most of the ones that have learned to fly here come back here, but the ones that are smaller and learn to fly wherever we take them usually return to that spot.
Do you guys want to come try it out?
I'm ready.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so I'm here with Jared at Wascana Park. We're about to wrangle us up some Canadian geese. So what do I need to know, Jared?
Okay, we're gonna move really slowly. And you can yell things like, come on, geese. Come on.
Geese.
Let's go, let's go.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, I got it.
All right.
Wish me luck.
flap, please. No flapping, please. We're obviously not experienced like you guys, so we were failures, but thank you for showing this.
Hot wrangling.
The Wascana Goose Roundup has been an annual event in Saskatchewan for 44 years.
It's time to answer today's triviography question.
Today's question is, what is grain pickling?
To answer that, I'm going to Motherwell Homestead National Historic Site of Canada. Motherwell Homestead National Historic Site of Canada commemorates W.R. Motherwell, early prairie settler and farm activist, who became Saskatchewan's first Minister of Agriculture. He was born in 1860 and played a major role in improving farming on the prairies and across Canada. Grain pickling was one of those major innovations in agriculture and marked the very beginning of the use of chemicals in farming. It refers to when the seed was wetted with copper sulfate, then left to dry before planting, making it resistant to certain kernel diseases. CG Kids is on the World Wide Web. Visit us and find out even more about our incredible country.
Just click on our website to find games, contests, and way more about our show.
You can even try the CG Kids Atlas online.
Check it out.
People of Saskatchewan, I am here to tell you today about the most heinous crime. The Canada geese are being goose-snapped from under our noses. It might be aliens. There's no way to know. But one thing is for sure. I, Eldon, am going to save those geese. Thank you. Oh, here we have something. One of my operatives, Sid or Cat, they have just been on assignment in Regina and they are giving me some information here. Dear Eldon, the Wascana Goose Roundup is an important way to control the goose population in Saskatchewan and the rest of Canada. They are not being goose-snapped, you are crazy. Oh, that's funny. There seems to be a teeny tiny misunderstanding, but it's good news because the goose are not being goose-snapped anyway. They're fine. Well, Saskatchewan, I love you. I love your people. Be good.